Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1967 Smith Corona Super Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Very pretty two-tone blue and green. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this is your left margin. I'm going to set that around 2 to 3 and the right one around 75. That's about the length of a page. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets it back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip that switch back. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. I'm going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line to switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. One of my favorites. This is your daily typer here. The print looks perfect. Everything's aligned, ready to type. Very fun to type on. Reliable machine. It's made out of all metal. Made in the USA. There's plastic trim on the back, but most everything that's structural is metal. Very popular machine, not only because of the color, but because of the reliability of the Smith Corona typewriters in the golden era. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier. Load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very nice. We're going to put that color back up to black for now. Tab right next to that. Now we have tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear each one of them by hitting that CL button right next to the tab. Now that they're all clear, we're going to hit the tab button. It's got pretty good drag, but I always like to set a tab somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. So I'm going to hit that set button. So this is set and this is clear. So I just set one right there, and you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. Backspace on the left side. I think I already did that. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Works great. Touch control on the left. Low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit them a bit harder, but they respond faster. The lower you go, you don't have to hit them as hard. I like this one on high because I just fun to type on and just type really fast. Slide the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, there's a little switch here. You just flip that down, and it'll pull counterclockwise to the left. You flip it up, it pulls clockwise to the right. Is that it for the keyboard? I believe so. On the right side of the carriage is behind the knob is the carriage release, and these are made out of hard plastic. One design flaw of this is that these break off all the time. Really nice leverage, but they break off and they don't make them anymore. So I do 3D print these. I design and 3D print them myself, so if you need a replacement, check out my shop. On the front side, and I also have these knobs too, 3D printed, and they look really close to the original. If you lift up this is a carriage lock. It'll release the carriage and lock it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't slam around in there causing damage to anything. So you just move it to the right to unlock it. By the way, these are the originals of the knobs and carriage releases on this model. Carriage release on the left, very nice. Left knob. I don't have the 3D print of this left knob because it has this button, and if you push that button in, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. Same concept with this lever on the inside here. You flip that down, it disables the spacing. You flip it up, so if you can see that better, you get the clicks. And on the inside there is the page gauge. Right underneath the 11 is where you want to set it when you load your page, and then as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you on the left side when you're starting to get close to the end of the bottom of the page. So 2 inches left, 1.5, and then 1. and that's the end. Also, it has these little holes in the paper guard here that will, if you push a pen in there or a pencil, you can draw straight lines vertically and horizontally just by feeding the page or moving the carriage. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.